So welcome to the new developer story, and today I'm going to introduce you to my technology stack. What I mean by this is that I'm going to show you the tools and technologies that I usually use on my day-to-day development journey. So first of all, I want to introduce the app that I'm working on currently. It's a hybrid mobile artificial intelligence app that is using modern tools and technologies. I will just say quickly that Angular framework in the front end together with Ionic and Capacitor, so that we have the native device functionality. And the backend has got other technologies that are running on Docker containers, which I will show you shortly. So because I would have to start the Docker containers first, I would navigate here by going to the, to the folder that contains those Docker containers, and then just start the containers there. Okay, I would start that by typing in this command, docker compose, and then I just start them. Once the containers have begun, actually they had begun, and that's why it's saying it's up to date already, I would have to just navigate to my Spring Boot backend, and this is that path, and then I start my Spring Boot backend by giving in this command mvnw spring boot run. This is a story for another day. For today I'm showing you the technologies that I'm using. So there is Docker, then there is Spring Boot. Okay, so I started, and there is also Liquibase, which I didn't mention earlier. There's MySQL. Okay, there's Python. Now that the Docker containers have started and also the Spring Boot backend, I would like to show you the Docker containers and how they look like. This is how they look like. This is the dashboard. And as you can see, these are the technologies that we are using. This is an artificial intelligence app which deals with the facial recognition, and that's why we have a Python conventional neural network that recognizes the faces and crops them. And so I need my SQL database as well, because I will be sending HTTP requests from my front-end app, and then they go and hit some endpoints in the back end, in the Spring Boot back end, and yeah, that's it. So at this point I would have to open my Ionic app. This is now the client side, so I want to go and open my Visual Studio Code, which is just an IDE. Gives me the IDE to create the mobile app. And once I'm here, I need a terminal that allows me to run my Ionic app, and it's very simple. I just type in Ionic serve for this app to begin. So you see, right now we are in the client side. What I was starting in the PowerShell was that there was the server side technologies, and now we are in the front end, and that's what I'm calling the client side. Once the app has begun, I will be able to log in, I will be able to create a new user, I will be able to take a photo. Let me navigate, for example, to the login and try to log in. So assuming I'm test user 1, and log in. So I've logged in, and it brings in the logged in person, and it brings in my details as well. So anyway, the main aim of this video was to show you the technologies that I'm using in my front end. I'm doing full stack development with Ionic, Angular, and in the back end I have Spring Boot and Java together with Python and MySQL. All these are running on Docker containers. So And I'm really excited to launch the website or the blog, because these are modern technologies and we are using Agile Software Development, and these are the stories that I will be bringing you on my blog, Pens by Wendo. So if you haven't subscribed to my newsletter, just go to the blog, Pens by Wendo. I will share this in this video, and you can go and follow and have a look at all other articles that I've written. And so we shall be meeting again, talking about such things and these technologies and new tips for all new developers out there. Thank you for following. Remember to subscribe and give some support.